Hey guys, we're back. This is going to be a quick update video. It's been about a month now. A lot of work has been done on the wagon, but it's a slow burn. So I just wanted to give an update, show the car, and take a look at all the details that have been done, which is awesome. There we go. All right, there she is. There's been a lot of work that's been done to this, both sides of the quarter panels. When you do a lot of welding, there's a lot of rippling that you can't really see, but you can feel. So stuff that I didn't see, there was some rippling, some heat rippling going along here. So we did a skim coat of glaze on here to smooth that out. All of the areas where the welding was done have been smoothed out. Another thing is, both of these quarter panels came off a car that had been, in accidents before, so there were some dings here and there. Those have been smoothed out with glaze by the body guy, and so we did a lot of work here, did a lot of work here where I increased the thickness for the door gap, so I'm glad that's holding up really well. And you can see here, you see how wide it is in the back, which is nice. One thing I told him that was really important to me was maintaining the definition of this arch. A lot of times when people do conversions, they get so much Bondo and glaze that the car is still wide, but the arch just kind of gets lost into the quarter panel. So I wanted to make sure that when you did all the smoothing that you still get the arch coming out like a factory M3, not just this wide bulbous arch. So we did that on both sides. He did a lot of work here on this transition that goes into the arch, which is very nice. It doesn't have that angled mess anymore from pulling out the metal. It now flows evenly with the arch, which is great. And he's gone along both sides, found any low spots, glazed them over, found any high spots and tapped them down. Carbon fiber fenders overall were in very good shape, but there was some small chips in the finish that he had to glaze over. The hood needed a little work. Overall, the hood was in good condition, but there was dings. Obviously, you can see. This was the major part. Originally, when I got this hood, came from a guy that dropped the hood, and when he dropped the hood, it curled in this part of the hood. I fixed it, and I pulled it back in, and I straightened out everything with a hammer and a dolly, and it looked good, but it was just the paint was gouged down to the bare metal. So he had to sand that and glaze that over to get it smooth again. And all of this right here was wavy and ripply when I got it, and I had to use a hammer and dolly and straighten it all out to match the other side so it was nice and straight. And so that when you closed the hood, it looked good, and this line was nice too. So a lot of work been done there. Looks like this driver door came out unscathed. It was pretty good. Rear door had some spots on it, needed to glaze over. And of course, attention to that other rear quarter panel. I just love, it's hard to see in the light. It's gonna look really good when the car is painted and you can see the reflection and the angles with the light. Right now, it just kind of gets lost because it's dull and a matte finish. But I can tell you right now, it is very smooth and it transitions very well. And I'm very happy with that. Needed some attention. Unfortunately, stuff that we didn't see when I brought the car in, but the painter noticed that there was some spots on it that needed to be glazed over. He's gonna do one more sanding of the roof today before he gets the car prepped for washing and rinsing for primer. So overall, this is looking really good. It's gonna be good for primer and paint. And can't see it, but back here, zoom in right there, there's the rear bumper. He did so much work too. Like, he probably spent like 2 weeks on that rear bumper, just making sure all of the creases and lines from all the pieces that I grafted in were taken care of, shaping the rear corner area and the sides where it meets up to the quarter panel, and cleaning up the area around the PDC sensors where I grafted those in. So that was a bulk of his work, was getting that rear bumper cleaned up. There's a lot of time and money involved in that thing right there. So we want to be extra special with that. We also went ahead and pulled out the windshield. So I had my glass guy come out, DNA Glass, over here in Lawrenceville, Swanee, Georgia. They came over here today, knocked it out, pulled the old glass out. I took the glass home. I'll probably sell that windshield, and I have a new infrared windshield that I got from BMW so I can match my sedan. So they'll both have the matching infrared windshields. So this will be good because now this glass is out, the paint guy can go ahead and start taking care of these A-pillars and the roof line so that we don't get a weird paint line. And everything looks nice and good with color. You don't have weird colors like different color blue here and a different color blue here. We want everything to look good. You'll be able to do the cowl area too. So everything should be matching. And then we got the doors ready so that everything is disconnected with the doors electrically. I went ahead and pulled all of the 10mm connectors for the electrical connector right there. And then when we're ready, I'm gonna come over and we're gonna take off all 4 doors so that we can make sure, and I'll pull off all these seals too. I don't wanna pull them off now because he still has to wash the car. If you take those out, then there's gonna be a lot of water that gets in the car. Of course, this area right here, he's gonna tape off with plastic to make sure water doesn't get in. He'll be really careful with that. But we wanna make sure that all the door jambs get the right color of blue since we're doing a slight color change to a different color blue, non-metallic. And all this area right here, you want to be able to get here on the inner door jambs. I'll pull the seal so he can get in there. And the big thing is once the doors are off, he'll be able to paint on the inside of the fender, on the inside edge back there, the door blocks. When the doors are off, he'll be able to get to that no problem. So yeah, we are getting super excited about this. Take a look here. It definitely sucks waiting for it, but good work is worth waiting. And I know it's going to be awesome. Look here. It's nice right there. So we can get a zoom in right there. Yeah, that looks good. I love the way those arches just pop out. But yeah, it's really hot in here. There's no air conditioning in here, so I'm gonna cut this video short, but just wanted to give an update and super excited, and I'll have more updates hopefully as we do primer and we do the paint. All right, so thank you. We'll see you in the next one.